Welcome everyone to another class. In this class, we are going to discuss about one important theory or theme of agricultural geography, that is crop diversification. Okay, this is moving beyond single crop dependency to build resilient, profitable, and ecological balanced agriculture system. Okay, this is a diversification process of crop. Okay. The hidden cost of monocropping, there are some disadvantages in monocropping. There, for example, ecological stress, continuous cultivation of one crop depletes soil nutrients and escalates the need for water, fertilizers, and pesticides. And similarly, health and cost impacts, chemical reliance raises production cost and harmful consumer health. And farmer vulnerability, heavy dependence on a single crop leaves farmer highly vulnerable to market price crashes and climate shocks and rising input cost. Okay, redefining agricultural resilience. Crop diversification is the practice of cultivating a variety of crops on a same farm instead of relying on a single crop. Okay, a variety of crops. Okay, in crop diversification process, the farmer will do cultivating a variety of crops instead of a single monocrop. Okay, the strategic shift, it is an agricultural strategy designed to provide a wide range of production choices, minimizing risks from market fluctuations and climate events while actively enhancing soil fertility and profitability. 4 distinct methods of crop diversification. Multiple cultivation, growing multiple crops in the same fields minimizes total loss if one is hit by pest, diseases, or bad weather. Then high value integration, introducing horticulture or medicinal plants fetches better market prices and boosts farmer income. Then crop rotation, rotating crops annually maintains soil nutrients and breaks pest and disease build-up cycles. Livestock integration, combining crops with livestock provides secondary income streams and enriches the soil through organic inputs. These are 4 distinct methods of crop diversification. Spotlight on intercropping. Definition: intercropping, the practice of growing 2 or more crops simultaneously on the same field in a planned pattern. Okay, this is the example: one crop, another crop, crop A, crop B, crop A, crop B, crop A, crop B, like this. Okay, one alternatively located by one another. Okay, the benefit: it naturally balances soil health, reduces the dependence on chemical inputs, and lowers production cost while ensuring stable returns from a single plot of land. The multifaceted impact of diversification. Pillar 1, economic stability, risk mitigation and high value returns. Pillar 2, environmental restoration, soil fertility and reduced input dependency. Pillar 3, social and climate resilience, adaptation and dietary nutrition. Economic stability and high value returns. In this process, climate and pest shocks and diverse harvest yields comprises a balance between them. Risk mitigation splits risks across multiple crops. If one fails due to disease or climate shocks, income from others protects small and marginal farmers from financial distress. Income enhancement, diversifying into horticulture, floriculture, medicinal plants, or organic crops opens lucrative avenues for export and niche markets, significantly raising profitability. Okay, these are some advantages. Restoring soil health and resource efficiency. Nutrient restoration, crop rotation and intercropping naturally store nutrients. Leguminous crops fix nitrogen, directly reducing the demand for synthetic fertilizers. Resource conservation, enhance water use efficiency and prevents soil erosion. Biodiversity conservation, avoids monoculture dominance, supporting pollination networks, beneficial insects, microbial diversity, and lowering the overall carbon footprint. Building climate resilience and dietary nutrition. Climate adaptation, different crops react differently to droughts, floods, or heat waves, or any other kind of disasters. A diverse mix ensures partial survival under extreme conditions like extreme heat or extreme cold, building long-term climate resilience. Then nutritious diet, encouraging the cultivation of pulses, millets, oilseeds, vegetables, and fruits provides consumers with balanced nutrition, directly addressing hidden hunger and malnutrition. The Indian context, a reality check. The transition gap, while the advantages are clear, implementing crop diversification in India faces severe systematic hurdles. For example, market policy and barriers, infrastructure bottlenecks, and farmer level constraints. Okay, first of all, market and policy barriers. Policy skew. Most government support subsidies and minimum support prices are heavily skewed towards traditional staple like rice and wheat. Okay, they promote only mainly on monoculture. Let's say monoagriculture, one crop cultivation. Then demand limitations, market linkage for non-traditional crops remain heavily underdeveloped without assured procurement. And price instability, the prices of fruits, vegetables, and pulses fluctuate heavily due to demand-supply mismatch, destroying income predictability. Then infrastructure and supply chain bottlenecks. Post-harvest losses, perishable crops like fruits and vegetables request cold storage and processing units. The severe lack of this infrastructure leads to high wastage. Then transport bottlenecks, weak rural routes, high transport cost, and exploitation by middlemen drastically reduce farmer profits and prevent direct access to large urban or export markets. Then lastly, farmer level constraints. Financial barriers. Diversification requires upfront investment in new seeds, irrigation, machinery, and storage. Small farmers frequently lack access to affordable credit. Then knowledge gaps. Weak extension services and poor training leave farmers unaware of suitable crop and combinations of or improved practices. Risk aversion. Fear of uncertain markets and irregular monsoon leads to conservation, keeping farmers tied to traditional heavily irrigated crops. Institutional support bridging the gap. Government intervention. The government actively supports the shift away from monocropping through targeted schemes. Crop Diversification Programs, CDP, a sub-scheme of Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana focused on diversifying traditional farming patterns. Then National Food Security Mission, NFSM, working in tandem to promote the cultivation of pulses, oilseeds, millets, and commercial crops. Aligning ecological health with farmer profitability, ecological sustainability, policy incentives, and market infrastructure. Crop diversification is the undeniable future of sustainable agriculture necessary to break the destructive cycle of monocropping. However, widespread adaptation in India requires more than just ecological awareness. It demands robust market infrastructure, predictable pricing, and policy incentives that make sustainability to most economically viable choice for the farmer. Okay, that's all for today. If you have any doubt and query, just let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Thank you.